Last month, the search for Gabby Petito came to a tragic end when the Florida woman's remains were found in a Wyoming national park. Weeks later, her case is still dominating headlines as law enforcement searches for the person of interest, her fiancé, Brian Laundrie. Experts say Petito's case highlights the need for domestic violence awareness.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a time to build more awareness for those who need help and share stories of survival. Joining us now, Michelle Sprezel, CEO of Harbor House of Central Florida.
We've seen a lot of people who are coming to us specifically with our outreach program. A lot of times when people think about Harbor House, they think just about the emergency shelter and our 24/7 hotline, but we also have a lot of different programs out in the community, such as we have attorneys that help with injunctions. We also have advocates that will help you fill out the injunction information and then do case management. And that's where we've really seen an increase in the number of people coming in. Part of it is because during the pandemic, a lot of things were shut down. The courthouse was open. That was one thing that people could continue to do. And then also we never closed. And so we were constantly still doing peer support groups. We were doing one-on-one peer support groups and safety planning with people. And more of it is that people didn't want to come into a shelter because we didn't know that much about COVID. We didn't know that the Delta variant was coming. And so we know that people wanted to stay where they were, but safety plan on how they can get out. And so that's where we saw a big increase. Most recently, we're going into what we consider some of our busiest time, which is over the Christmas holiday. So November, December, and January has always been historically where we get really busy. And then we're seeing that our numbers and our phone calls are going up right now. And then also people who are coming in are going up right now.
And so you mentioned your outreach program and some resources maybe people didn't know about, but you have a lot, you have many other things. You have your food pantries, of course, you have the pet shelter. Talk about those resources.
So due to COVID, one of the things we saw along with everybody else is that with people losing their jobs or being furloughed, that there was this really large economic need. And we know that for survivors, financial abuse is really big. And so we opened up 2 different pantries, one in our Apopka office, another one in our Orlando office. At first, we started just with food, and then we noticed that we were getting requests for like pack and plays and strollers. We always had diapers there, and so we started to really increase what we offer in the pantry. So to say it's a food pantry isn't a true description of what it is, because we do have people who come there and they're like, I need a car seat, and we'll be able to provide that with them. Our kennel has been super busy. I think last year we ended up having 35 pets stay with us. And so if you think about 35 pets over the course of a year, that's a lot, especially when people are staying 12 weeks or 10 weeks. And so we've been really busy there. And we really tapped into, we have an emergency fund for the pets for medical needs. And this is the first year that we zeroed it out. We had so many pets that were coming in with injuries due to the abuse in the home that we needed to make sure we offered veterinarian care to them. So that's the first time that's happened for us.
And you really have ways people can remember to support Harbor House throughout the rest of the year.
We do. Right now we're in October. Due to the pandemic, we postponed our biggest fundraiser, which is Purple Door Luncheon. That's going to be in February. We're doing it along with Teen Dating Violence Month. So it's going to be purple and orange. I'm actually excited about that because I can wear an orange dress or something. But then we also have what we call Handbags for Hope. That's going to be what our young professionals put on. It is in November. Gently New and Used Purse Auction. It's silent auction. You can come and see the purses in person, or you can join online and be able to bid. We have everything from Coach to Michael Kors to Tory Burch to some Louis Vuittons. So that's amazing as well. And that's going to be on November 4th.
I think we know your MC.
I think you do.
Yeah, I think she normally sits in that seat. I think Candace is doing it, right?
Yes, she is doing it, so yes. And then for this month, we have Purple Tie Tuesday. We're encouraging people to wear purple on the, I think it's the 17th of this month, and we're asking 19th. We're asking them to all wear purple, a tie or a scarf, and take pictures and put yourself out on social media. And also because of the COVID, we weren't able to do our It Takes Courage, which we normally put door hangers out on people's doors. We really target a lot of apartment complexes. So instead we're doing that virtual as well, and we have a video about how it takes courage to come forward with your story. It takes courage in order to reach out to a friend who might need help and support, and also that it takes courage for someone who is experiencing domestic violence to say something to get out of that situation.
Yeah, and we have to go, but you did share your story as well with the Sentinel in reaction to the Gabby Petito case. And there are just so many more things to domestic violence than the black eyes and bruises.
Absolutely. A lot of times people are looking for that, or that's what they see because we portray that in the media in general. But I mean, the course of control, the jealousy, all of those different pieces really add up to being in a dangerous and being in a domestic violence relationship or a dating violence relationship. And for my story, it was so close to what we know about her story, and more is going to come out. But it was one of those moments where I just had to come out and say what happened to me when I was the same age.
And it helps
Yeah,
other
it does.
people.
It makes people feel less alone. Real quickly, people who need more information or need to reach out for help, where's the best way to find you?
You can always go to any of our social media. You
Okay.
can go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter, you can always go to our website, but also calling the statewide hotline would be fantastic as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Michelle Spurzell.